What's up? It's Matt, the overall bargain hunter here. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I go out to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, and retail stores and see what I can find and flip for a profit, and I bring you guys along for the journey. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and check out some of those other videos. In today's video, I'm going to go to the Goodwill clearance center. I'm going to limit the number of items I buy and not buy too much, but I'm going to see what I can find. Hopefully those things will flip quickly. Usually I can do pretty well at the Goodwill clearance center. The items are sold by weight, so it's a little bit cheaper there than a normal thrift store. So I'm going to check that out. It's cold and rainy out today, so I probably won't be out too long, but let's see what we find. All right, made it here to the Goodwill clearance center. Let's go inside and see what we can find. So these little plushes caught my eye. They're from Toy Story, the little aliens. Plushes are generally pretty cheap to ship, so I went ahead and put those in the cart. They were in good shape. A few bins over, I found this Pluto plush, and I determined that it's definitely going to be a plush kind of day. There's always a lot of plushes at the Goodwill, so it's a lot to look at, so I just kind of was concentrating on those. I found this Snoopy one with a Macy's sweater. It did have a stain on his face, but otherwise he was in good shape, and the copyright said 1953, so I thought that was a really cool thing, so I went ahead and put that in the cart. This Elmo plush was from 1993. His eyes were a little bit dirty, but I thought I could probably get those cleaned. But then I saw the big stains on the front, so I went ahead and put that back, unfortunately. From there, I found this horse plush, and he did seem a little bit discolored, but nothing with stains or tears, so I went ahead and put that in the cart. This plush had an arm ripped off, which you have to be careful when you're looking at. I did go ahead and put this patriotic bear in the cart, and this SeaWorld one as well, because it was in good shape. This was a big bear, and it didn't have a tag, and normally if it doesn't have a tag, I won't necessarily buy it because it's harder to sell, but I thought it'd be something I could take out to the market, so I went ahead and put it in the cart. Same with this unicorn, it's kind of like a little My Little Pony, and I went ahead and put it in the cart, but it'll be something I take to the market. This one still had the tag attached, and it's a Mushmillow, and I went ahead and put that in the cart. So what happens at the end is, what I decide to do is kind of look up to see if it's worth it. So this one I'm going to look up. It says Alex Little Hand, so I'm going to type that into my eBay search. Once that's typed in, I don't want to see the listings. I want to see how much it's sold for. So I go to filter, I click on sold, and I locked it so that anything else I look for is searching for sold. And then I can see what it recently sold for. And you'll see that one of them that looks just like the one that I got sold for $14.50. So that one I'm going to go ahead and keep. I do the same thing with several of the other plushes and go through and decide what to keep and what to put back. So made it out of the Goodwill. I got 3 bags of stuff, mostly plush and then some hangers, but we'll go through it when we get home and check it all out. It took me a while to check out, and I'll explain that when we do the breakdown. All right, so I just got back home. I was running errands for a couple of hours, but I'm back home and we're gonna do the reveal for the Goodwill stuff. So I'm gonna start off and say that I spent about $20, and I'm gonna explain first the story about going back and forth to the checkout. So I went to the checkout originally. It ended up being $27, and I didn't want to spend that much, so I said, okay, give me a second. I took out some of the hangers that I had and that big brown plush, because it was the heaviest plush. I went back and it was $21, and I said, you know what, it's only like $5, let me go get that plush, and I'll put that back, because I figured it would only be a couple of dollars more with that plush since I took out about half the hangers I had. Well, I came back and it ended up being more than it was the first time with the hangers. So I told that lady, well, that doesn't make sense. I took out hangers and it's more. And she goes, well, I don't know what to tell you. So eventually I went back and took some more stuff out, and I ended up paying $20.12 for everything. I'll say that about $5 of that is in hangers. And like I said, I'm always getting hangers there because I need them out for the market for hanging stuff. We break hangers all the time, so having the extra is good. So this is probably about $5 worth of hangers. It's probably about 3 dozen hangers. So that means altogether in plushes, I'm at about $15, and I'll show you all the plushes that I got. So the first 2 plushes that I saw were these little alien plushes from Toy Story. I looked up this old comps while I was there, and they were pretty decent, so I went ahead and got them. They're in great shape. They don't have any stains or tears, so I went ahead and got them, and I think these will do well. Plushes don't always sell really quickly on eBay, but they do sell and the shipping is generally pretty cheap for that. So that's why I went ahead and got these plushes. All right, I found this Pluto plush and it's actually from Kohl's, the Kohl's Cares plush. The sold comps for this I think are around like $8 or $9, but that's still not bad. I should do okay with that. This next one is a little Peter Rabbit plush, and again sold comps were between $8 and $10, so I should do good with this one as well. Alright, the next plush, again, didn't have any stains or tears. I wasn't familiar with this character. It says Alex Littlehands. As I'm looking at it right now, I do see that there's like a little tear here in the dress. Not necessarily, yeah, like a little tear there. So that's something I'll have to mark when I list it, which will hurt the value, but it's still in decent shape otherwise. So hopefully I'll still be able to do well with this. This plush is like a My Little Pony kind of looking plush. This one's probably going to go out to the market and I'll do it with like a basket with some girls' toys because I think that'll do well with Christmas coming up. It doesn't have a brand name tag, which is why I'm probably not going to list it on eBay, but I think it'll do well at the market. This one's going to be the same thing. I think I'm going to do a boy gift basket for this one. This is a Mushmallow, which is kind of like the Squishmallow, but like a generic brand. It's new with tags. There's no stains or tears. It's in great condition. But again, I'm going to look the comps up on this one, but it's probably going to be something that I take out to the market. Next up is this horse plush. It is from Passport Hug Fun International Incorporated, and I did look up sold comps on this and they were pretty good at a different color. This one definitely looks like it's a little bit discolored because it's a little bit older, but hopefully it'll still do well on eBay. Alright, so I saved what I think are the best two for last. This is one of the ones that I found like second or third. It's a Macy's Snoopy plush. It does have a little stain on the sweater and on the side of his face that I'm hoping I'm able to get off, and I think I will be able to. But the sold comps for this one are between like $20 and $30. So I think I'll do well with this. Hopefully that's around what I'll be able to get for it. But either way, I just thought it was cool. It's from, the copyright here says 1953, but then it goes all the way to 1972. So this plush is from 1972. So it's definitely a vintage plush, which means I should do well for it. Considering its age, it is in great condition. Last but certainly not least is this Build-A-Bear Eeyore plush. And I didn't realize it was a Build-A-Bear in the store. I looked at the tag and saw the Winnie the Pooh, and since it had the tag, I just went ahead and took it. It was in great shape. There was a Build-A-Bear box, empty box at the store, and I wish I would have got it because that would actually help with the value a little bit. But this is an awesome plush that has comps between $30 and $40 on eBay. It also talks.
My name's Eeyore. What's Eeyore asking?
So that's just an added bonus to that. I think this one will do well. This one alone will pay for everything that I got at Goodwill today. So those were my finds at Goodwill today. I've never done just plushes there, but when I got there and I wasn't finding a whole lot, the plushes were standing out. There were several plushes that if they were in better condition I would have got, specifically like an Elmo one that I saw that I really would have liked to get, but it just wasn't in good enough shape. And that's the biggest thing when you're looking at the plushes, is you got to check to see that the tags are there. Even an Elmo plush and the tags are torn off, a lot of times I won't get it because I don't know 100% who the manufacturer is, so it's a little bit harder to sell that way. Sometimes you can still do it, but you definitely got to check for stains and tears. Those are the biggest things that will kill a plush sale. The nice thing about plushes is that the shipping is generally pretty cheap, so I can offer free shipping and still make a decent profit. So I'm hoping that these plushes will sell. I don't know exactly how quickly they will sell, but I'm hoping that they'll sell, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, some of those will already be sold. Overall, I had a good time. I found some good stuff, and I think it'll do well. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there. There'll be a link down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's the way we grow the channel. As always, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate your support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Matt, the Overall Bargain Hunter, signing out. See you guys next time.